Hi everyone, I'm Xiaojiang from Susan's family. Today, I'm bringing you a fluffy motif hat. This hat is divided into motifs, the brim, and decorations. First, we'll crochet the motifs. Then, we'll move on to the brim. Finally, we'll work on the decorations. The motifs are divided into large motifs and small motifs. Let's start with the large motifs. We'll use the adjustable magic ring method. Work in rounds counterclockwise from the starting point. Color changes are required during crocheting. Several crochet stitches will be applied, and you can find explanation of them on the chart, so I won't go into detail here. Now, let me demonstrate the specific crochet method. Start with a magic ring. Take the corresponding yarn. To make it easier for you to watch, here, I'll use random colors. For specific yarn, the color scheme and hook size can be found on the detail page of our product, or in the chart pattern. First, cast on the adjustable magic ring. Now, we'll work the first round. Start with 2 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Then, in the magic ring loop, work 1/2 double crochet. Continue with 1 chain stitch for the transition. Then, in the magic ring loop, work 1 HDC2 bobble stitch. Yarn over, insert into the loop. Yarn over and draw through. At this point, you should have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Insert into the loop and pull through. Now you should have 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Draw through all the loops on the hook. That completes 1 HDC2 bobble stitch. Then, chain 1. Continue with 1 HDC2 bobble stitch and 1 chain. We consider 1 HDC2 bobble stitch and 1 chain as one group. In the first round, you will repeat this stitch pattern in the magic ring. Continue for 3 more groups. After that, close the magic ring. In this round, at the first HDC stitch, finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. Since the next round requires a color change, chain 1 to secure. Stretch the loop. Leave about 5 centimeters of yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Pull tight. That completes the first round. We will use the clearer texture side as the right side of the entire piece. The starting tail of the yarn can be hidden along the texture on the wrong side of the fabric. You can hide it for a few rounds to make it more secure. Then, cut the yarn. The yarn tail at the top can also be hidden along the texture on the wrong side of the fabric, or you can hide it during the process of crocheting the next round. While hiding it, Continue crocheting the second round. Pick up the new yarn. Start with a slip knot. Then find the turning chain from the first round. Insert the hook into the half double crochet stitch on the left side. Insert the hook into the stitch. Draw the loop through. Adjust the size of the loop. Work 2 chain stitches as the beginning chain. These 2 chain stitches count as 1 half double crochet. Then insert the hook into the adjacent chain space on the left side. Work 1 DC2 bobble stitch. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the chain space. You can hide the starting tail while you work. Yarn over and draw through. Now there are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. This completes 1 incomplete double crochet. Continue with 1 more incomplete double crochet. Now there are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. This completes 1 DC2 bobble stitch. Continue in the same stitch. Work 1 more half double crochet and 1 more DC2 bobble stitch. Yarn over. Work 2 incomplete double crochets. After completing, there will be 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. This completes another DC2 bobble stitch. We will consider the stitches we have worked so far in this round as one group. Repeat this group of stitches in the following rounds. Continue by working 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. If the right side stitch is difficult to pick up, you can directly work into the 2 strands above the left side of the puff stitch. Continue in the next adjacent chain space on the left side. Work 1 DC2 bobble stitch. One half double crochet and 1 DC2 bobble stitch. Continue repeating this pattern to complete the round. After completing, insert the hook into the 2 strands of the puff stitch on the left side of the beginning chain. Work a slip stitch. Do not pull too tight. Stretch the loop and fasten off the yarn. For a neat finish, do an invisible join to secure the yarn tail. First, hook the yarn through the front loop of the half double crochet on the left side. Then, hook it through the braid where the yarn tail is located. Hook it to the back. This will form a braid above the beginning chain. Up to this point, the second round is completed. Continue to the third round. Pick up the new yarn and tie a knot. For subsequent motifs, switch colors using this method. Insert the hook into the front loop of the braid above the beginning chain. Draw the loop through. First, work 4 chain stitches. Then, pick up the 2 strands of the second to last chain stitch. Work 1 slip stitch without tightening. Work 2 more chain stitches. Skip 1 stitch below. Pick up the front loop of the half double crochet from the previous round. That is, the strand of the stitch closest to you. Draw the yarn through. Work 1 slip stitch. We will consider the stitches we have worked so far as one group. Continue with another group. First, work 4 chain stitches. Then, in the second to last stitch, pick up the 2 strands of the chain stitch. Work 1 slip stitch. Work 2 more chain stitches for the transition. Skip 1 stitch below. In the next half double crochet, pick up the front loop and work 1 slip stitch. This completes another group of stitches. For this round, pick up the front loop of each half double crochet. Repeat this group of stitches. Continue following this pattern to complete the round. For the last group, work the final slip stitch at the starting joining point. For a neat finish, do an invisible join. Stretch the loop. Cut the yarn. Then, from the first chain stitch, pick up the 2 strands of the braid. Draw the yarn through. Continue and insert the hook back into the braid where the yarn tail is. This completes the third round. The yarn tail can be woven in later, following the texture of the fabric to the wrong side. Make sure it's secured well. Continue to crochet the fourth round. Locate the joining point from the third round. Pick up the remaining strand at the back. Join the yarn. Start with 2 chains as the beginning chain. Then crochet 3 chains as a transition. Skip 1 bobble stitch below. Pick up the strand behind the stitch, which is the remaining back loop of the half double crochet from the second round. Work 1 half double crochet. Continue with 3 chains as a transition. Pick up the remaining back loop of the half double crochet from the previous round. Work 1 half double crochet. In this round, you will be working into the back loops of the half double crochets from the previous round. Work a half double crochet. Between the half double crochets, crochet 3 chains as a transition. Continue following this pattern to complete the round. After completing the round, find the second chain of the beginning chain. Pick up 2 strands and work a slip stitch to join. For the next round, do not change colors. Continue crocheting. This completes the 4th round. Move on to the 5th round. Start with 1 chain as the beginning chain. Then, at the slip stitch position from the previous round, work 1 single crochet. Next, crochet 1 chain. Then, insert the hook into the chain space on the left side of the 4th round, and work 1 half double crochet and 2 double crochets. Continue with 1 chain as a transition. In the left chain space, work 2 double crochets and 1 half double crochet. Then, crochet 1 chain as a transition. Up to this point, we will start with a single crochet. Treat the stitches you just worked as one group. Repeat this stitch pattern for the entire round. Continue working according to this pattern until you complete the round. After completing, pick up the 2 loops of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. For the next round, switch colors. Break the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the 5th round. Continue to the 6th round. Pick up the new yarn. Insert the hook into the chain space between the 2 double crochets in the 5th round. First, make 1 beginning chain, then, work 1 single crochet in the same position. Continue with 1 chain. Next, insert the hook into the stitch hole on the left side. Work 3 double crochets. When working the second double crochet, also catch the corner of the 3rd round. Yarn over. Pick up 1 strand of yarn from the corresponding corner below. At the same time, insert the hook into the chain space of the 5th round. Yarn over and pull through. This secures 1 corner. Continue with 1 more double crochet. Then, work 1 chain. Next, insert the hook into the chain space on the left side. Work 3 more double crochets. Similarly, when working the second double crochet, secure another corner. The method is the same as the previous demonstration. Continue with 1 more chain. Up to this point, we will start with a single crochet. Treat the stitches worked as one group. This round involves repeating this stitch pattern. Continue all the way down, repeating this pattern for the entire round. When completed, pick up the first stitch. Join with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the 6th round. For the 7th round, you need to pick up the new yarn and continue crocheting. There's no need to break the yarn after completing it. Directly start crocheting the 8th round. These 2 rounds do not use any new stitch patterns or special insertion points. Everyone, refer to the chart and correspondingly complete the corresponding stitches. After completing, the remaining yarn tails can be hidden along the texture of the wrong side of the fabric. Let's take a look. We consider one chain space as a corner. The single crochets between 2 chain spaces are considered as the sides. After completing the large motif, you need to measure the dimensions according to the chart. If the size differs significantly, you can adjust your tension and crochet it again. That completes the explanation for the large motif. Next, let's look at the small motifs. Similarly, use the magic ring method. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise from the starting point. Change colors for each round of the small motif. And when crocheting the last round, work and join simultaneously with other motifs. Now, please watch me demonstrate the specific crochet method. Start with a magic ring. The method is the same as for the large motif. Take the corresponding yarn. Begin crocheting. That completes the cast on. Now, crochet the first round. Start with 2 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Then, make 1 chain stitch. Next, in the magic ring, crochet 1/2 double crochet. Continue with 1 chain stitch. This round involves crocheting half double crochets in the magic ring. Between each half double crochet, make 1 chain stitch for transition. Continue repeating this pattern all the way down to complete the round. When finished, close the loop. Then, pick up the second chain stitch of the beginning chain, and insert the hook under both loops. Join with a slip stitch. Secure with 1 chain stitch. Enlarge the loop. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. That completes the first round. The starting tail of the yarn can be hidden by you. Move on to the second round. Pick up the new yarn. Locate the chain space on the left side of the beginning chain from the previous round. Draw the loop through. Start with 2 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Then, make 1 more chain stitch. Insert the hook into the same position. Work 1 half double crochet. Continue with 1 chain stitch for the transition. In the next adjacent chain space, work another group of the same stitches. For this round, insert the hook into the chain spaces. Work 2 half double crochets. Between the half double crochets, make 1 chain stitch for the transition. Continue repeating this pattern all the way down to complete the round. When finished, join with a slip stitch in the second chain of the beginning chain. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the second round. Continue to the third round. Pick up the new yarn. Find the chain space on the left side of the beginning chain from the previous round. Draw the loop through. Start with 1 chain stitch as the beginning chain. Then, work 1 single crochet in the same position. Next, make 1 chain stitch for the transition. Continue by working 1 half double crochet in the next adjacent chain space. Make 1 chain stitch. Continue to the next 3 adjacent chain spaces on the left side. Work 1 single crochet in each of the 3 chain spaces. Make 1 chain stitch between each pair of single crochets. We will consider the half double crochet and the chains on either side as one corner. The 3 single crochets and the chain stitch in between them form one side in this round. You will be working the corners and sides in the chain spaces from the previous round. Follow this pattern to complete the entire round. After you done, pick up the first single crochet stitch and join with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the third round. After completing the third round, the half double crochet positions form 4 corners. And the single crochet positions form 4 sides. Continue to the fourth round. Pick up the new yarn. Insert the hook into the chain space on the left side of the yarn tail to join the yarn. That is, on the right side of the corner. Draw the loop through. Start with 2 chain stitches as a beginning chain. Then work 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Continue with 3 chain stitches for a transition. Next, insert the hook into the next adjacent chain space. Work 3 half double crochets. This completes one corner of the 4th round. Hook well. Continue in the next 2 adjacent chain spaces on the left side. Work 2 half double crochets in each. This completes one side. We consider one corner and one side as one group. This round involves repeating this group of stitches. After completing it, join with a slip stitch in the second chain of the beginning chain. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the 4th round. After completing the 4th round, refer to the chart to measure the dimension. If the size differs significantly, adjust your tension and re-crochet. Since the 5th round involves connections, you can refer to the chart and complete the first 4 rounds of the small motifs first. Continue with the 5th round. In this round, you need to crochet while connect it with other motifs as you crochet. Now, please watch me demonstrate the specific crochet method. Take the corresponding yarn from the opposite side of the motif's yarn tail. Insert the hook into the stitch on the left side of the middle position. First, work 3 chains. Then, skip 1 stitch on the left side. Work 1 slip stitch in the second stitch. Next, in the chain space on the left side, work 4 double crochets. One chain and 4 double crochets. We will consider the stitches worked in the chain space as one corner. The stitch pattern for the 4 corners in the 5th round is slightly different. Continue to skip 2 stitches. Work 1 slip stitch. Then, work 3 chains. Skip 2 stitches on the left side. Work 1 slip stitch in the third stitch. Continue to work 3 chains. Skip 1 stitch on the left side. Work 1 slip stitch in the second stitch. We will consider the stitches after the corner as one side. In the 5th round, you will repeat the pattern of working corners and sides. And when working the 2nd and 3rd corners and the sides between them, connect them to one side of the large motif and the corners on both sides. Continue to work the 2nd corner. In the left chain space, work 1 double crochet and 3 half double crochets. Then, take out the large motif. Place both motifs with the right side facing up. Align the positions of the sides. Find the chain space on the right side of the large motif. Place the yarn to the left of the hook. Insert the hook from the front of the large motif. Work 1 slip stitch. Continue in the chain space of the small motif. And work 3 half double crochets and 1 double crochet. Now the 2nd corner is complete. The connection of the corner is also done. The method for connecting the corner position is to replace the middle chain stitch with a slip stitch, and connect it to the corresponding chain spaces at both ends of the large motif. Pay attention to the stitch changes at the corner while crocheting. Continue connecting the sides. Work 1 slip stitch in the 3rd stitch from the left. Continue with 1 chain stitch. Skip 4 stitches on the large motif. Work 1 slip stitch in the 5th stitch. Work 1 more chain stitch. Skip 2 stitches on the small motif. Work 1 slip stitch in the 3rd stitch. This completes the first connection of the side. Continue with 1 chain stitch. Skip 3 stitches on the large motif. Work 1 slip stitch in the 4th stitch. Continue with 1 chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch on the small motif below. Work 1 slip stitch in the 2nd stitch. This completes the 2nd connection of the side. The connection between the edge positions of the small motif and the large motif is made when working the middle stitch of 3 chain stitches at the corresponding position on the edge of the large motif by working a slip stitch to connect, for a total of 2 connections. Continue to work the 3rd corner of the small motif. At the chain space on the left side, work 1 double crochet and 3 half double crochets. Then insert the hook into the chain space on the left side of the large motif. And work 1 slip stitch. Go back to the chain space of the small motif, and work 3 half double crochets and 1 double crochet. This completes another corner connection. Up to this point, 2 corners and 1 side of the small motif and the large motif are connected. At the same time, 3 corners and 2 sides of the small motif are completed. Continue to work another group of the side and the 4th corner. When crocheting, pay attention to the stitch pattern for each corner, and don't make any mistakes. After completing the corner, work 1 slip stitch in the 3rd stitch from the left. Continue to work 3 chains. Finally, insert the hook into the starting position, and work 1 slip stitch. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. This completes the 5th round. The crocheting and connecting of the first small motif are now complete. You can weave in the remaining yarn tails when working on the brim. Continue to connect the second small motif. Follow the same method as the first small motif. Just connect 1 more side and 1 more corner to the completed small motif. Here, I have already worked the starting corner and side. Continue to connect the second corner to the right side of the large motif. Follow the chart and previous demonstration to connect the sides. When you reach the hole on the left side of the large motif, the insertion position should be the same as the corner connection of the previous small motif. Work 1 slip stitch directly. Continue working the corner stitches. Proceed to connect the sides of the small motif in this manner. First, make 1 chain stitch. Then, pass the hook through the 3 chain spaces on the edge of the small motif. Work 1 slip stitch. Continue with another chain stitch. This completes the first connection to the edge of the small motif. Below, work 1 slip stitch in the 3rd stitch. Continue in the same way. Connect again. Below, work 1 slip stitch in the 2nd stitch. This completes the edge connection. Continue working the corner. After completing 4 double crochets, pass the hook through the chain space at the corner position of the small motif. Work 1 slip stitch. Continue with 4 more double crochets. This completes the connection to the corner of the small motif. For the second small motif, first connect 2 corners and 1 side to the large motif. Then, continue connecting 1 side and another corner to the first small motif. Everyone, continue to complete the remaining stitches. Cut the yarn. Next, everyone refer to the connection method of the second small motif. Connect corner to corner and side to side. Continue connecting. Keep going until you finish connecting the 5th small motif. When connecting the 6th small motif, you need to connect 4 corners and 3 sides. When you reach the chain space of the first corner, directly connect it to the first small motif. After completing this, follow the previous method. Connect the remaining edges and corners. Everyone can follow the video and the chart to complete the rest. Up to this point, the crochet method for the motifs is explained. After connecting the motifs, continue crocheting the brim. It is worked in rounds. You will need to increase stitches while crocheting and switch colors in the last round. The new stitch technique used is the double crochet increase. Please watch as I demonstrate the specific crochet method. Let's start with the first round. Take the corresponding yarn. Insert the hook from any edge of the small flower motif. Find the middle position. Pick the slip stitch insertion point of the 5th round of the small flower motif. This is the stitch of the 4th rounds, half double crochets. Draw the loop through. First, work 2 chain stitches to start. Then, in the left chain space, work 1 half double crochet, 1 chain stitch. Then work 1 half double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Next, on the adjacent stitch on the left, work 1/2 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch on the left. Then work 1 single crochet and 1 chain stitch in the next stitch. At the junction of the 2 small flower motifs, pick the middle and work 1/2 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Skip 1 stitch on the left. Then work 1 single crochet and 1 chain stitch in the next stitch. Skip 1 stitch on the left, then work 1/2 double crochet and 1 chain stitch in the next stitch. In the left chain space, work 1/2 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Then work 1 more half double crochet. We will consider what we have worked from the beginning to now as one group. Continue working this stitch pattern along the remaining edge of the small flower motif. Repeat this sequence all the way around. Complete this round. After finishing the last stitch, work a slip stitch. In the second chain from the hook. Pull tight. This completes the first round. Move on to the second round. Start by making 3 beginning chains. This stitch corresponds to the starting chain below. Then insert the hook into the back loop of the adjacent stitch on the left. That is, the strand of yarn behind the stitch. Work 1 double crochet. Continue picking up the half loop on the left side of the top chain. Work 1 double crochet. For this round, you will be working into the back loops of the stitches. Crochet evenly without increasing or decreasing. Work all the way down to complete this round. After finishing the last stitch, work a slip stitch in the top chain from the beginning chains. Join with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the second round. Continue to the third round. Start by making 3 beginning chains. Then crochet evenly with the corresponding number of double crochets. Continue with 1 double crochet increase. That means working 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Follow the pattern chart for the increases and complete this round. After finishing, work a slip stitch in the top chain from the beginning chains. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the third round. Continue to the fourth round. Start by making 3 beginning chains. Then insert the hook into the slip stitch from the previous round. Work 1 double crochet. Continue with the corresponding stitches. This round also follows the pattern for increasing stitches. Refer to the chart. Continue to complete this round. For the next round, switch colors. Secure with 1 chain stitch. Stretch the loop. Cut the yarn. This completes the fourth round. Continue to the fifth round. Take the corresponding yarn. The yarn here is special, so there's no need to tie a knot. At the position of the starting chain from the previous round. Directly draw the yarn through. Start by making 3 beginning chains. Then, work 1 double crochet into the adjacent stitch on the left. You can hide the starting tail as you go. Next, skip 1 stitch on the left. Correspondingly, make 2 double crochets. For this round, you will be working 2 double crochets. Then, skip 1 stitch. Continue the sequence of 2 double crochets. Follow this method all the way down. Finish this round. After completing, find the beginning chain, or the starting position. Choose a spot that is relatively secure. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull up the loop. Cut the yarn. Then, secure the yarn tail. Finally, follow the texture of the fabric. Hide the yarn tail. Up to this point, the brim of the hat is complete. Lastly, add the decorations. Let's take a look at the finished product. The decoration is made with fluffy yarn. Work slip stitches around the edges of the motif. After completing, fluff out the fuzzy part of the yarn. Start from one side of the large motif at the top. As you crochet, fold and pinch the large motif and the corresponding small motif together. Directly pick up the corresponding yarn. No need to tie a knot. Begin from the rightmost single crochet. Pick up the stitch and work one slip stitch. Continue working one stitch to another, then work 3 more slip stitches. As you crochet, you can weave in the yarn tail as you go. At the same time, don't pull the slip stitches too tight. Continue skipping the position where the motifs connect. Crochet slip stitches all the way down without increasing or decreasing. Keep going until you finish one side of the large motif and the corner on the left side. After finishing, turn the fabric piece. Fold the 2 small motifs on the side. Pinch the fabric. Continue crocheting slip stitches along the side of the small motif. Don't pull the slip stitches too tight. If you can't tell the exact insertion point, you can pick any secure spot to insert the hook. Just keep the overall piece flat. Start by picking up the stitch near the chain on the left side of the motif. Work one slip stitch. After completing, continue crocheting on the right side of the motif. Skip one stitch and work one slip stitch in the second stitch. Then return to the left side. Skip one stitch and work one slip stitch. Continue back to the right side. Skip one stitch and work one slip stitch in the second stitch. This completes the slip stitches at the corner. Continue working the edge. Return to the left side of the motif. At the chain space, where it connects, work one slip stitch. Continue on the right side of the piece. Work 1 slip stitch. For the edge between the small motifs, work slip stitches back and forth in the chain spaces, staggering them. Follow this method too. Continue working the remaining edges and corners, as well as the first row of the brim's edge. When finished, cut the yarn. Finally, on the wrong side of the piece, hide the yarn tails. This completes one connection point. That completes the demonstration. For the remaining 5 sections, follow this method and work the same stitch pattern on the first round of the brim. For the remaining half stitches, pick up the last strand of yarn and work 1 round of slip stitches. After completing the last stitch, cut the yarn. Then, tidy up the yarn tails. Make sure it connects seamlessly with the beginning. Then hide the yarn tails. After completing the decorative crocheting, you can take out your brush or comb and gently brush in one direction to bring out the fuzz on the yarn. That covers the method for making the decoration. Up to this point, we have completed the explanation of the entire making method for this product. If you have any unclear points during the making process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, enjoying the joy of life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.